everyone, my name is Isabella, and today we are going to be talking about the salad bowl theory and the melting pot theory. So let's just begin. To start off, the melting pot theory is the idea that when people from different countries come to the United States, they slowly blend together into one shared American culture. So over time, their original traditions, languages, and customs become less visible, and everyone kind of becomes more of the same in a way. And this idea is like mixing ingredients in a pot where everything melts together into one new mixture. So from our history talks, we kind of saw this concept become visible because we are seeing like all these immigrants coming into the United States, a lot of immigrants from Ellis Island and just various places, and many people believed that in order to be American, you had to give up parts of your original culture and just fully assimilate into one national identity. We learned a lot about assimilation, and then the salad bowl theory is a little bit different. So instead of everyone melting into one culture, it says that people can still keep their own cultural identities while still being part of the same country. So when you think about it, it's like a salad bowl. When you have all these different ingredients, there's a lot of various ingredients, but they're all still separate, but they come together to make something that is complete and something that is delicious. So each group still keeps its traditions, its languages, its food, its customs, but they still all belong to the same society. And so just from this week's, readings and the history talk that we had, we can see where groups like the immigrants, they kind of built their own communities and spaces to preserve their own identity while still participating in American life. Like we saw how that was possible. And to answer how I've just seen this play out in my own life, I would say that my family practices more of a salad bowl approach. So in my home and community, we still hold on to our different cultures and traditions. And for example, my family is Mexican. My grandparents are from Mexico. And so we still get to participate in those traditions during Christmas time. We still gather with my family and we'll all make tamales. At home, we speak Spanish when we're with family members like my grandparents, and even my parents speak Spanish too. We have different games that we'll play just during the holidays and different things like that. And so that's just an example of we're not totally giving up our identity by just kind of like melting together and assimilating into American culture. We still have things that stand out, but we are still also very involved in American culture and like American society, and that is just who we are. And so we're proud to be an American, but we also still hold on to our Mexican heritage and things like that. And for the question of like, what do I think the United States is? I would say that the United States is becoming more of a salad bowl than a melting pot. I feel like even though there is still some pressure now to assimilate, I do think that there is a lot more acceptance of different cultures being visible and celebrated. I see this in like food and music and language and just like all over social media, people really embracing their culture. And so I just love to see that, and I'm so happy that people aren't just assimilating into just kind of this one big culture. I think it's beautiful when we can take different parts.